This one came in an Amazon box, no extra packaging. This unfortunately does not fit inside, but not many are able to do that. This is about how far it stacks. For packaging, then you'd probably, I'm gonna definitely put mine in a bag of some sort so that everything stays together. The basket does expand. You just push the bottom part. Sorry, it's often hard to do this kind of thing one-handed. Yeah, so you just can push the bottom part in. It will click in, and then you end up with a decent sized basket for the spinning feature. I do like that this has a hinged lid. I feel like there's less chance of it coming off. I kind of like the idea of not having to take it completely off and put it on the counter. It has an interesting feature that you can use this hose and get an adapter for your sink and then just be able to fill it directly from your sink. I don't know if I'll ever use that feature because usually I'm doing this in my kitchen sink, and while I'm washing, I like to be able to use the sink. To expand it, you just lift the lid, push on the inside, and pull on the handle. Once expanded, I feel like it has a decent amount of space. I would think you could probably fit a couple shirts, underwear, several different things in there. There is 3 different modes. I'm not sure yet if they're all the same style or if one of them happens to be a spin mode. On the back you have where you plug the power cord in. Then in the bottom you have the drain hose. Pop out the drain hose and put it off to the side for when you're washing. I do like that this one does have rubber pads. I'm not sure how well they suction yet. I've noticed other brands already tend to suction better, but maybe when I get going I'll notice it suctions better. At least it does suction some though. I like this feature that the drain cable just kind of hooks to the top here, and that way it doesn't drain while you're washing, versus the type that you have to fuss with the plug because it's just kind of quick and easy. I do also find that this method, for some reason, they tend to use a bigger hose and it drains faster. So for me, I'm just gonna, use the handle and lift it up to put it in my sink to fill up. And we just noticed that the suction was working pretty well. This particular model seems to be a little taller than others, so I'm gonna have to kind of bend it a little to get the water in. But that's probably an issue with my sink size. Okay, I have 2 shirts, 2 bras, and a pair of socks in here. I don't know if I'd put much more. I'm already a little nervous if it's tight for how much water I have in there. I could probably put a little bit more water. I might do that. But I wanted to show you if anything happens once I plug it in here. So once you plug it in, there is a UV light that turns on in the bottom, and it turns on the display. From there, you just push this button to turn it on, and then you can pick the speed, it looks like it's the same button. Yeah, I think I put a little too many items in. It's definitely having trouble with how much is in there. There we go. That's just a shirt, a bra, and a pair of socks. I think I'll add some more water, and that's probably going to be better. Yeah, now I think it's working very well. I do like how well the water really gets moving. I feel like the things are going to get really clean in this machine. this is on the 5-minute wash setting. So I'm impressed. This one has 2 shirts, 2 bras, and a pair of socks in it, and it seems to be holding its own on spinning things. Other ones its size have not been able to hold this many items. I do feel like things stick out a bit, but I think it's getting washed still. It does appear if you fill this one too much, there is some leaking right at this seal. Honestly, this one has so many great features. I personally just won't care about it, or I'll just seal that with some marine seal and call it a day.